Can you imagine how a little kid is alone in this world and can be what they want to be? Long story short, I met an orphan. He told me that, Kak, I really want to become a pilot. I want to travel around the world. Sounds very sweet, right? But they can't. They're not as privileged as us. Because not 100, not 1,000, but 4.5 million children in Indonesia are not able to attend school. NHA is a hope for them, but not everything goes smooth. Stagnancy makes them face some problems as we can see in these fishbone diagrams. They're lacking in company resources, well-trained HR, and facing unstable income. Ladies and gentlemen, would you stand with us to help these children? We are from BEEONE team, and here are our solutions. With the current resource that Anna has, we believe that creating a tourism center is very feasible to build traction, bring awareness, and more revenues. There are four main tourism fields, which are religion, educational, culinary, and cultural tourism. Now, I would like to invite all of you to pack your bags and have a trip together in our solution journey. Please welcome our tour guide.
Hello everyone, my name is Josephine. On behalf of BEEONE Religious Tours, I'd like to welcome you all to Ponpres Nurul Huda Langgong Sari. Right now, I'd like to tell you a minute about our agenda. Once we have arrived, we will join the Ponpres religious prayer for about an hour until 11 a.m. All kinds of donations are very welcome for helping NHA Corps grow. After that, we will have a horticulture workshop. Previously, it is a private workshop only for students, but it's now open for public so that you and the students can interact and exchange knowledge. After you finish the workshop, don't forget to take a stroll on our plantation areas. You can sightseeing, enjoy the nature, and have fun. By reaching 1 p.m., you should all be very hungry by then. So next to the plantation areas, we're going to have a lunch at Warung Nyamplungan that serves a very delicious Indonesian food. Now stay with me, because at the end of the day, you will see a cultural show performed by the Ponpres students. The entrance ticket price is 100,000 rupiah for the whole event for each person. On behalf of BEEONE Tour, we have a wonderful vacation and I'll see you at the end of the day.
How cool is that, ladies and gentlemen? Not only we can create more revenues, but also can share your religious values. Next to our second solution is using 3 digital marketing strategies to attract big market exposure and massive new sales. 1 is by using Facebook Family Apps ads. 2, by creating a partnership with Traveloka. And 3, make a social planner branding.
Our third solution is to integrate the sales transaction system using Odoo software. Why Odoo software? Because based on our research, it is easy to integrate, flexible for user needs, and have an affordable price. Next, to our fourth solution, we want to increase the customer experience in NHA Store. You want a good vendor? Just use Mitra Tokopedia or Tlalali.com. You want a good internal control? Implement a good SOP. You want to build a cashless community? Use a flashcard for students. After generating new revenue streams and gain profits, NHA should invest back to the community and the students' quality of education. So we suggest NHA should provide a computer lab facility along with the education platform license such as Udemy, HubSpot, and Khan Academy. Here, we have made the problem to solution diagram, but I am happy to elaborate more on the Q&A session later. Our solution will take 8 months to implement. From this impact effort matrix, NHA should prioritize more on the solution number 2, 5, and 1, since they have the highest impacts.
Nothing is perfect, so do our plan. Yes, we are fully understand of what you guys think. It is COVID-19 pandemic, right? No worries. If you want to know more about this, I'll tell you later in the Q&A session. Moving on to the next part, which is financial analysis. If you use our services, you are going to have around 17% of return on investment, which can be achieved in 42 months of payback period. Could you imagine how successful it will be if you use our services? You will be able to increase revenue, improve students' education quality, and strengthen the local community. Hence, you are able to help children around Indonesia or even more. Would you go with us? Thanks for listening. We are from
BEEONE team.
Thank you so much for BEEONE, such a great presentation. Now we are going to continue with the Q&A session with the judge. So judges, if you would like to ask any questions, you can start now.
Well, nice presentation. I like it. Can I see the, I think you promised to, in the presentation, you said you promised to give us explanation on your solution diagram. Can we see that? Yes. Problem to solution diagram, yes. Can you explain that?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Doni. Okay, so this problem to solution diagram, this is actually just a proof that we already tackled from our solution, we already tackled all of the problems that currently NH has. So we can see from this slide that for the first problem of the lack of company resource, it can be tackled with the solution of number 3, which is integrate sales transaction system, and also solution number 4 for the B2B marketplace using Mitra Tokopedia or Alali, and also to drive students to use the card to make a cashless community. And then from the speaking of the second problem, which is the lack of HR that are trained and equipped for the job, we can tackle this problem using a solution number 1, which is to build tourism center, and also solution number 4, which we can implement a strict and good governance of SLP, and also we can invest back to the education to train the human resource. And then for the third problem, which is the unstable income, we could tackle this problem by building a tourism center and attract new mass of sales, and also we can use the digital marketing strategy to elaborate more on the brand awareness.
Okay.
That is all.
Okay, good. How about the during this COVID-19, how do you cope with that when it comes to build the tourism center? Because tourism is on their problem right now, basically because of the COVID-19. And how do you gonna solve that?
Okay, about COVID-19, we think that COVID-19 will not last forever. Even after COVID, interest in tourism will definitely go up and boom. And we see this as a change to bring up this NH tourism area.
I would like to add an addition to my friend's answer, because I believe that at the status quo, we already have a progress in terms of COVID-19. We can see how the government already creating the new vaccine that already being implemented in our society. And we can also see how the PSBB in Indonesia are still allowing people to travel around the Indonesia itself. We can see that. But moreover, we believe that we should seek the opportunities in the future or even the post-COVID era, because we think that after COVID is going to end it up really soon, we hope so. We believe that traveling is something that will gain more opportunity, because we told you how at the status quo, how the society is very stressed. They want to travel so bad. How the society in the future, we could use the resource coming from the NH itself to really, attract more people with the resources that they have. But we told you how, even if we want to create this kind of tourism plan, we told you that NH should also implement a good health and safety protocols in NH areas. So therefore, in terms of COVID-19, I think our proposal already mitigate those kind of problems.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now, maybe one more thing. Where is the implementation of information system when it comes to the tourism? Because I haven't seen that yet on the tourism part.
Yes, due to the time limits, we didn't. There's a technical error, but we didn't put the implementation in the slides. But I'll try to elaborate more on the implementation verbally. So we already planned this implementation. That this tourism will take like around 8 months to implement this program. So I'll tell you why. Because we propose five kinds of tourism. So the first is the religious event, right? You will need to add a program, make a program of regular religious events, and also for the horticulture workshop. In here, I already searched on the NH Corp's Instagram that they already have this paddy workshop, but we can add more variety of the workshop, so we could attract more customers. So after that, NH also have these plantation areas, but you can see in the picture on the left pictures, they are still they're still like so very simple, right? So we also need to add like we also need to renovize this to make this like more pretty. So it will also take time.
I would like to add a more explanation for my friend's answer. So regarding the question about specifically how the implementation of the information system show our solution, we think that with the current situation that NHA facing right now, it is kind of problematic because first, with the COVID-19 happening, they don't actually have enough resources. They don't have enough budget to actually implement a very good ERP system, so on and so forth. So our solution will actually, our first plan is actually first using the Odoo itself, because we think that Odoo is kind of affordable compared to another systems to begin with. But number two, we would also to implement the information system outside the areas of the NHA itself. We told you because we are going to use the partnership with Traveloka or even the partnership with Mitra Tokopedia and Halali.com. Why this is very important? Because we understand how the current technology is not going to able to be implemented within NHA areas itself due to the technology or even the budget limitations, so on and so forth. So we want to use the information system outside the NHA areas so we could attract more market, and we invite them to join and taste the experience of the Islamic culture tours in NHA, which is in the Nurul Huda itself. So we're going to use those kind of implementation of IS in our solution. That's what we propose.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions from the judges for BINUS? From Ms. Maven maybe, or Pak Akbar?
I like with local tourism development when you presentation on this slide. Just want to give advice for local tourism. Maybe you can be connected with virtual travel such as travel.co maybe for handling COVID-19 problem. Thank you.
Thank you for your advice. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Do you have any other comments?
I think nothing on my end. I'd just like to say this is a very interesting presentation where you have a tour guide taking us through. I think it's very innovative from that. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, because I guess there isn't any other questions from all our judges, that means thank you so much, BINUS. Such a great presentation indeed. And yeah, so you guys don't have to go back to your breakout room because all of the other teams will be moved to the main room, because after this we are going to have lunch break. So we'll wait for them and I'll tell you guys when we have to go back. Thank you guys. Such a great presentation.
Thank you, judges and friends. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone.